How's it going, Cancer Watch the Families? It's your buddy Kim, the Forerunner with the Cancer Family Babies. Each week, we cover the severe cousin and Campbell here. We're gonna watch that video of Unified Begins. Zoie. Zoie is an exceptional youth leader from Fife High School, Washington. Fife was a 2019 ESPN Top 5 Unified Champion School. Zoie had an inclusive classroom growing up. The 2019 ESPN last year, I was there. Like ESPN Assembly was last year. It's just the athlete, real athlete. ESPN Assemblies. I was there last year for ESPN Assembly and Top 5 Unified Champion Schools. Zoie had inclusive classrooms growing up. She wanted her high school to have that same inclusive feel. In this Unified Beginnings episode, learn the steps Zoie took from starting a club at school to becoming a Unified Champion School with banner. Recognition. Unified Begins shows the different ways a single person, idea, or event can lead to positive change. So we're gonna watch this video of Unified Begins, Zoie. Unified Beginnings, as it says, Unified Beginnings, Zoie. Let's watch the video of Unified Beginnings.
I am who I am because of what I've learned through sports. When I heard about Special Olympics, Unified Sports, I was like, of course we need to have this. Unified Sports is just like other sports, but it's inclusive of students with and without intellectual disabilities. Inclusivity of people with intellectual disabilities is just part of who I am. When I was in preschool, I was in an inclusive classroom, which meant we had students with intellectual disabilities and students without intellectual disabilities, and it was better that way. But at the time, I didn't realize that. I didn't know that we were different. I was just a kid, they were kids too. But I guess when I went to Fife at first and I noticed that they weren't as included, I realized hey, I don't really want it to be that way. I want to make a change. So I heard about what Unified was, and I was like, whoa, that's awesome. Why don't we have that at Fife? I did a bunch of research. I got in contact with the director of Unified Schools for Special Olympics Washington, asked her questions. I asked a lot of questions. That's the first thing you need to do. Ask a lot of questions. You need to be prepared. My next goal was getting our students engaged. So every day I've been greeting kids, fist bumping them, saying, hey, good morning, happy Monday, or come to our meeting on Wednesday at 9. That face-to-face. I had a huge influence to get our student population invested in Unified. Learned a lot of kids' names and made that relationship, built that connection with those people. With our athletes, which are students with intellectual disabilities, trying to get them involved. I went into their actual classroom. They were kind of nervous. They were oh, I don't know what this is. Do I really want to go? No, keep going. But once they did get to Unified, they were oh yeah, this is fun. They were hooked. They're oh wow, yeah, I need to be here. I want to be a part of this. We're gonna get our jerseys tomorrow. Yeah. I'm excited. So we did basketball and everybody loved it. within itself is like an amazing thing because you have all your supporters rallying around it. Like you're supporting a team, you're cheering for a team, like you're getting invested in what that is. Everybody who has seen it and has interacted with Unified in some way has wanted to continue to interact and be a part of it. And getting them passionate about it has just like snowballed. And like people keep coming up to me and they're like, wow, like this is awesome. And I'm like, come be a part of it. Like we have a meeting tomorrow, 9:30 to 10:10 in the small gym. You better be there. Like Unified has taught us to look for the abilities in people. It's just crazy that it did start with an idea that I had something like a goal that I had when it's turned into this thing that everybody has rallied behind. It's an amazing feeling. I was 15 when I started this, and if I can do it, anybody can.
Well, kids, watch your families. I believe it was impressive. I think it is just a thing to unified sports athlete. So, Zoe graduated this year, and so I retired of Unified. The young joined Unified. I retired of Unified since Zoe graduated. Really proud of her as well. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. Follow me on Instagram and drop some likes to be joining at the Unified Beginnings. Call me, text me if you can. It's 253-038358. Level 4 is death. Enjoy your first day of school tomorrow. And don't forget to keep it rigid.